Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. We're so glad you could attend. Come inside, come inside.
So a bit of a tale of woe today. Told you last week about hotel prices going up. Today we're going to see how that's kind of coming home to roost for one of our friends here. So we're going to move out of one place into another. Let's go. I'll explain the whole thing along the way.
Hey folks, and welcome back to Pattaya. That's right, it is moving day. Moving day here for our buddy Thailand Phil. You know, he's been here 4 months already. Time really flies. Seems like just yesterday we moved him and his missus into this hotel here on Soy Bacau. He really likes being right on Soy Bacau. He doesn't want to mess with transportation, scooters, cars, anything like that. He likes the bot bus, and of course the bot bus comes right in front of this place. So when prices rose, he found himself in a bit of a quandary, and we had to find him something similar. So we'll go into all that. But wow, the moving sure goes quick when there's a bunch of hands involved. So anyway, I'll tell you all about it. I'll show you the price increase, and I guess that means something for everybody.
So if you remember, a couple months ago, we moved our friend Thailand Phil into the Sunset Hotel right behind us. Sunview Place, I'm sorry. The Sunview Place. And he was happy here, 19,000 baht a month. Now, I told you at the time, 19,000 a month for the room. It was more like 14,000 a month because I thought there was about 5,000 baht a month in extras, vis-a-vis electricity, water, cable, Wi-Fi, and maid service, daily maid service, and of course the clean towels, the coffee, all that stuff. I thought that was worth at least conservatively 5,000 baht a month, so about 15,000 for the room, say. But he contacted me a couple of weeks ago and said, well, the rates are going up. That sound familiar? I told you last week. And he wanted to find somewhere new. Last week I showed you a deal, a big hotel suite. I originally went to look at that for him. But before I could even go look at and film that, he had already found a place. And he found a place that I've always been very interested in here. A place right on Soy Bacau I've always wanted to go in. I'm not sure why I've never been in there yet, but I'm going in there today. Maybe it's because of the ominous security guard right out front to keep the Soy Bacau riffraff out of the compound, of which you could count me as that. But anyway, we're going in there today because that's where he's moving to. The truck's all been loaded up, so let's hit it.
So that's right. Luckily, we don't have far to go. Right down Soy Bacau here as we pass the McDonald's and approach Treetown. Our destination is right here on the right, across from Treetown. Now, our buddy Phil, he has a pretty big wish list in his accommodations here. He needs a swimming pool. He has some slight mobility issues, so he doesn't like a lot of stairs. And like I said, he wants to be right on a bot bus route. So adding all that together, I think this will fit the bill. So let's go in and take a look at what he's found.
So, This place is called Diana Estates. Diana Estates. It is directly across from Tree Town. And like I said, I've walked by there many times, but it's always a security gate, and it looks a little foreboding. You're not supposed to be back there. But our man Thailand Phil is moving in here today. Now, he was at, I told you, he was at 19,500 or 19,000 or 19,500. They had a staggered approach to raising the rent from 22 to like, I don't know, 26 to 28. So by December, it was up about 50%, very close to 50%. He wasn't going to realize that full raise until December, but it was time to get out. This, 16.5. Now, it's not quite a hotel. This is more set up like a condominium. There are 2 pools here. There are 6 buildings here. There are 300 units back here, but all just right off Soy Baikal, right on Soy Baikal. Of course, with that comes the bot bus and all that stuff. So it is more of a condominium type thing, but there is maid service. A maid service is 100 baht. So for 100 baht, they come up, clean your room, give you the free clean sheets, clean towels, all that stuff. So you can't beat that. He's going to have to pay his own electric here. So he's probably going to be in about the same as he was at the other place, but this is bigger. This place is bigger. Not only are there 2 pools, but there's also a little restaurant out here. So there's a nice little restaurant. You can get a sandwich or something right by one of the pools. There's a laundry shop here. So it's a nice little compound back here. And like the place I showed you last week, it's like an enclave. You're right in the thick of the action, but you're just removed just enough to where there's no noise. I'm stood on his balcony right now, and sorry I didn't bring my microphone. I charged it and left it on my desk. So I know this sounds a little wanky today. I apologize for that. But I'm stood right on his balcony, and there's no noise. There's very little noise. It's very quiet for Central Pattaya. So he's got a very nice desk in here. He's got a decent sized bathroom. The room is definitely bigger than what he had at the Sunview. He's got a semblance of a kitchen. I told him, I said, for you it looks like a wannabe kitchen, but for his Thai lady, I'm sure she would be able to whip up a 7-course meal in there, no problem. He's got more storage, more different storage options here with a bigger closet, the desk, the workspace, a big sofa, and the washroom. So small balcony. The balcony's probably a little smaller than what he had, but still very decent. Very decent. Now here's the thing, what I've heard about this place. It's an older place back here, and I've heard you got renovated units and you've got non-renovated units. If I were to guess, I would say his is an older renovation. But you're going to have some units back here that are just gorgeous where they've been renovated recently and maybe even over renovated. And then there's going to be other units that maybe haven't been renovated and are a little bit dilapidated. So this is definitely the place you would have to be boots on the ground here and go look at it. But he's got a 3-month deal here. So that's going to get him through October, November, December, through the high season. January, they kind of actually start coming down a little bit already in January. We'll see what happens then. But December, like his last place, that was the big month. So here he's good for 3 months. He's all sorted at 16.5 a month for an excellent location, a very livable place. This is definitely more livable than the Sunview. I think the missus will be more happy here. And he's got all the same amenities. The only difference is he's got one little flight of steps to walk up right over here. Because there are elevators here, but you have to walk up the first steps to get to the lobby where the elevators are. So if you have a mobility issue, keep that in mind. Although there are other buildings, and I can't speak for all of them, that's just his building. Anyway, I think there are some ground floor units if you have mobility issues, just ask. The guy at the lobby was very nice. He's paid his deposit in cash, and he's all set here. He's moving in. They're helping him move in. I would help, but well, maybe I'll help.
So it's practically done already. The guys that work here, they got the heavy bag. So big help, big help. Like I said, it goes quick when there's a lot of hands involved. So anyway, there was a deposit here. So he's kind of, I guess you could say, moving from a hotel to a condo. At his hotel, there was only a 1,000 baht key deposit, which he promptly got back today upon checking out. Here, it was a deposit equal to 1 month's rent. So to move in today, he had to come up with his first month's rent, of course, and then that deposit. So quite a little hefty sum there to move in, 16.5 for the rent. Now, this is a water meter. So this is a good practice here. Take a photo of your water meter, the starting mileage, the odometer here type thing, the count, and then your bill will start ticking from there. As well, ditto for the electric meter. So you have individual meters in places like this, and his Mrs. is right on top of it there. Electric has gone up here. I'll show you an article just from a couple weeks ago. Electric's very convoluted here. Just the first couple units that you use are 2 or 3 baht a month, and after that it goes up from there. There are fees along the way. There are peak and off-peak usage. It's very convoluted, but suffice it to say now, I believe the base rate on some of those units are over 5 baht a month. Here it's 7. He's going to pay a flat rate of 7. Not unconscionable. Not the best either, but it is going up, and just between September and December, there's going to be a raise. Now, this is the information building. And he claims this is staffed 24 hours a day. This is where your mailbox is, at least his. And there's a lounge in here in case you want to have a little meeting or something. There's the mailbox over there. And then farther back here, there's some washrooms and everything. So if you're at the pool and need a washroom, you have that. But back here is a gym. And I was rather impressed with the gym. The gym, everything in the gym looked a little newer than the rest of the building. I believe this was recently probably renovated, refurbished. All the weights that you see here are rubber coated. They're not just the naked iron weights. Everything looked a little bit next level. The floor was all rubberized. I think Phil likes to use the exercise bike, so he liked the gym. He'll use that. And like I said, there's a little restaurant there, laundry, everything he needs. I think he'll be happy here. So we'll go right across the street now that the move is done and everybody's worked up an appetite, and we'll try to get something to eat over at Tree Town. So there you go. The girls got some salads. I had a red curry. It was lovely. And then after lunch, we took Phil to the dollar store because no move's complete without a trip to the dollar store. You know, he has locked in his rate for 6 months, actually. I didn't know it at the time. He's got a 3-month contract, but he's locked the rate in for 6 months. So in case he wants to continue past December, which I think is a good policy. But anyway, something else next time for this one. Gotta leave it off right here. And as usual, I'll thank you for watching.
Always look on the right side of life. Always look on the right side of life.
เกมเฮียบเลย เอาเนี้ย
นี่ซื้อให้ใครครับ
ให้ลูก
กี่ขวบแล้วครับ
5
อีก 7 ปีพี่ค่อยมารับนะครับ
ยังไง
12 ปี เป็นอายุที่เหมาะสมในการเล่นแท็บเล็ตครับ และช่วงที่เขายังเล็กอยู่ ผมอยากให้เขาได้ใช้ชีวิตอยู่กับพี่ ได้รู้จักความอบอุ่น ความรัก ก่อนที่เขาจะกลายเป็นหุ่นยนต์ ครับ
รอหน่อย
Advice มีแต่คำแนะนำที่ดีให้คุณ
ในปัจจุบันผู้หญิงมีปริมาณมากกว่าผู้ชาย 60% ของผู้ชายแต่งงานแล้ว อีกส่วนหนึ่งบ้างาน ที่เหลือหลอกนะไปเลย สุดท้ายก็เป็นเนี่ย ดูแลตัวเองให้ดีแล้วกัน เริ่มต้นจากการกินทาโร่ทาโร่จบ
ชื่ออะไรอะ
คุณจำผมไม่ได้ แต่ผมจำคุณได้ คุณชื่อวันดี สามีชื่อบุญส่ง คุณเป็นคนรักต้นไม้ ชอบสีฟ้า ใส่รองเท้าเบอร์ 6 ขี้หนาว แต่ชอบกินน้ำเย็น ชอบแกงเผ็ด แต่ไม่ชอบมะเขือพวง แล้วเวลากินข้าว คุณจะต้องฟังเพลงนี้ คุณเป็นคนรักธรรมชาติ เส้นตื่น มีระเบียบ รักความสะอาด ตลกขี้บ่นขี้งอน แล้วก็เป็นอัลไซเมอร์ คุณแต่งงานวันที่ 6 กรกฎาคม แล้วผมก็จำคำพูดของผมวันนั้นได้ ว่าผมจะดูแลคุณไปตลอดชีวิต
ใครอ่ะ เดินเล่นเหรอ ไม่เหนื่อยเหรอ
ไทยประกันชีวิต
Were harmed during production. It doesn't contain nuts and is suitable for vegans too.